Alright, there's some technical difficulties here, and it looked like it was right about at this step after we got f of x plus delta x. Now, our second step is we're going to subtract off the original function. What I did was, before I even did this, is I just wrote the function vertically underneath it with all like terms in their columns, and then I said, alright, I'm going to subtract them. So 2x minus 2x is nothing. 4x delta x minus nothing is 4x delta x. 2 delta x squared minus nothing is positive 2 delta x squared. 3x minus 3x is 0. 3 delta x minus nothing, so that's plus 3 delta x. Then negative 1 minus a negative 1 is nothing. So I'm left with this as the numerator. Now step 3, divide all terms by delta x. So everything that's remaining, I'm going to take 4x delta x divided by delta x plus 2 delta x squared divided by delta x plus 3 delta x divided by delta x. So all the terms that are remaining are going to be divided by delta x, which is what the denominator is. We divide that. So we found this guy, subtracted off the original function. Now we're dividing by delta x. So this is going to equal 4x plus 2 delta x plus 3. Now, after we've taken the function, replaced it with x plus delta x, subtracted off f of x, now we have delta x. We divided by our delta x. Now we have to take the limit. So step 4 is the limit as delta x approaches 0. 4x plus 2 delta x plus 3. And now it's just direct substitution. So this becomes 4x plus 2 times 0 plus 3, which is 4x plus 3. So therefore, I'm going to show some new symbology here. You take f and you put a prime here. Looks like just a little accent mark of x. And this is going to be what we call a first derivative. But we also say it's f prime is equal to 4x plus 3. We could also call this dy dx, which is the derivative of the function y with respect to x. And we got our answer from this case. Now, big process, but it's not going to always be this. We're going to find out there are different rules that we can use, which is always good. So the next video is going to tell us a little bit more about the basic definitions of what a derivative actually is. But that is the basis of how you find it. And you just go step by step. And first step, find f of x plus delta x. Next step, subtract off delta x. Next step, divide by delta x. Then the next one, take the limit. And then we get our answer. And we have a bunch of different symbols that are going to all mean the same thing.